My father was born on October 26, 1919, and lived in Grand Forks for some 20 years before and during the Depression. Ambrose Bunce Gerszewski, 92, passed away December 19, 2011 in Westminster, California. Ambrose Philip Gerszewski was born October 26, 1919 in Grand Forks, North Dakota, the son of Aloysius and Mary Stefanovich Gerszewski. He attended St. James Academy, where he was captain of the football team. He took up professional boxing to make money to help feed his family during the Depression and won all of his matches. He also worked as a brakeman on the Great Northern Railroad before moving to California, where he began a long and successful career at Northrop as a tool design supervisor. He was a beloved father, brother, uncle, grandfather, and great-grandfather. Bunce kept the family bond strong by coordinating family trips to visit more distant brothers and sisters around the United States and hosting family reunions at his home. Bunce is survived by two sisters, Bernadette Mortrud, Grand Forks, North Dakota, Carmen Oling, Fountain City, California, his son Daniel, and 7 grandchildren and great-grandchildren living in Israel. He was preceded in death by his parents and 12 brothers and sisters. Anthony or Tony was one of 7 brothers and a sister from an area called Kashub, Poland. 4 of the brothers came to stake claims to farmland in Welsh County, North Dakota. Valentine, Tony, the father of Aloysius, our grandfather, John, and Joseph. Kashub is an area south of Gdansk, as you see in the map. In Welsh County, we had land in the south part. Anton Gerszewski was the one shown in the picture now with his family, and you see Aloysius is there. This is the old man in the candles. This is father and mother of Marianne Gerszewski. Here we see Genevieve, Antony, and Aloysius. Aloysius and Marianne when they got married. This is a picture of how they looked. Very handsome couple. This is a full family in front of 707. Up on top we have, let me see, it looks like Tony and Aid, and this is my father. This is my father when he was older, more sporty. This is when he was in the guard, and more drills that they had. Once again, my father and a friend. Here's my father on a motorcycle, which he seemed to like, since he had, later you'll see. Here he is in California with a friend, looks like the wild one. And here he is when he was a boxer. He was a Golden Glove champion, and for 3 or 4 years, and he fought in order to get money for the family that they could eat during the Depression. Here's several shots of him. This is Jean, Bernadette, my mother, and I didn't see the last one. My father when he was at St. James. My father and mother when they were together in North Dakota. I don't know where this was, but this was a cabin that Aid and Dad once said they built. This is my mother and myself, evidently. At least it looks like me. There's my father with a baby. This is myself with my father. This is my mother and her friend. My father and myself when I was growing up. I'm also in the car here next to him. My mother out in the woods. This is Dad, my mother. I think that looks like Aid. This is Aid and a friend, Elmer Christensen. Connie. Here's my mother with Bernadette. This is my father and myself as almost teenager, if not a full teenager. My father and mother in winter in North Dakota. Here they are in summer in California. My father and looks like Herman. I think that's my father on the horse. I can't really tell. This is him in his spiffy clothes, up digging for something. Here's back at the beach in California, looking at something. Here he is when we visited him and we took him to Northrop where he worked. This was a family get-together in California, I assume, with a lot of his brothers and sisters. This is Paula and Carmen, who helped make other videos. This is my wife, Judith. Here we are visiting Father at his home. And this is Jan, the daughter of Tony, my uncle. This is Bill, her husband. This is Van, Jan, and Dan. We were famous trio. This is my dad at his birthday party. Here we have him in the back of his house. Clip that my father put together of old 8mm family films.
Yesterday a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the plains and ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow, the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle again. And
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bunce. Happy birthday to you. In the grand tradition of Northrop, they serve a cupcake with a candle for birthday.
Northrop Aircraft, the company had a rule that each employee terminated when they reached the age of 65. And so people there started organizing a going away party and a birthday party for the employee as he was about to leave. So anyway, the management there asked that the birthday party and going away party was done in a 10-minute rest period. And previous to that, these people that were leaving, they older fellows, that took them a long time to blow out 65 candles and to bid goodbye to all of their fellow employees that they worked with for many years. Since we could only have the party for 10 minutes, we had to limit the candle part of it to one single candle. I want to thank all of you for being here and helping me celebrate my birthday. I'm sure I'll remember this the rest of my life.
Me too.
Amen. Yay! Make a wish and blow out the candle.
I'd like to get a picture.
Well, I wish that we will repeat this meeting again sometime in the future.
Yay!
And everybody, we can show the nice cake that there is. And everything is fine.
This is what's left of the chocolate cake.
Candle.
Just for the candle. I told Bill that if our kids see that we came all this way just to give Grandpa a cupcake with a candle in it, they're going to be very, very mad at us.
Cards says, Dear Bunce, you're a very important part of my life, and I feel so lucky to have a brother as special as you. Happy birthday and happiness always. Love, Carmen.
Here, here.
Thank you, Carmen.
Okay, all of you. Great.
I'm sure Hollywood doesn't go through this.
Fine.
That's why I went to the ears.
It's Karen and Patty. Karen's on the left, Patty's on the right. His father.
Here's not bad.
Tim Mortrude on the right, or the left. And Tom's got his back to me. Gail, she was just got out of the hospital too. There's Sister Marlene, and I'm not sure who the other people are over here. Here's the main headstone to Grandpa and Grandma and the rest of the Gerszewskis.
All right, we welcome everybody, and we'll get started here. And Ambrose's son has written a letter that we'd like to share with you.
My name is Daniel Gerszewski, the son of deceased Ambrose Bunce Gerszewski, the son of Aloysius and Marianne Gerszewski, which all three of them lived for many years at 707 North 6th Street, Grand Forks, 6th, 1919, and lived in Grand Forks for some 20 years before and during the Depression, until he moved to California and worked all his working years with Northrop Aircraft Company in Los Angeles. When he retired, he moved to Middle California on the coast. I, meanwhile, had moved to Israel, from where I phoned him often, sent him letters with pictures of his grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and visited him every 3 to 4 years, sometimes with my wife and family, keeping as close as possible contact with him. Because I lived for 2 years after World War II with my grandparents above, in the same house, and attended the same school, St. Michael's Grade School, played ice hockey like him, and roamed around the city like he did, we sometimes had long discussions about his life growing up in Grand Forks and the places he loved. He cherished dearly those memories. For this reason, one of my father's last requests was to be buried here in the Gerszewski burial plot in Grand Forks. My father never forgot his ethical and moral learning that he received at St. Michael's and St. James. He used them, I think, for forming his basic relations with his fellow Gerszewski family members and all those whomever he met and came into relationship with. He treated each with the love and caring that has become so rare in our world today. He was considered by myself and everyone who knew him and related with him a good man, maybe the best we have ever had the privilege to meet and know in our lives. It is written in scriptures that the spirit of man is the candle of God. I feel that my father's light will be one of the brighter candles in heaven, making it easier for any of us to find him there. After a good and long life of 92 years, Father, may you rest in peace. Your son, Daniel. Okay, and then I was going to read something from my mom, Carmen, who's in the hospital also, in the same hospital as we speak. Once was my brother. I had never known a more honest or more honorable man. He was super intelligent and very interesting to talk with. He could converse on almost any subject. In his younger years, he was heavily into sports and excellent at any sport he tried. Football team, boxing, ice hockey, and swimming. He was in the National Guard. He had a long and successful career at Northrop as a tool design supervisor with up to 35 men under him. He was never drafted for the war because it was ruled that his work at Northrop was more important to the war effort. He was very proud of his work at Northrop, and so were we. He was always a help when anyone needed him. He shopped and cooked for my mom when she had a total knee replacement and stayed with her until she could get around on her own. We always spent Thanksgiving together. Thanksgiving was his favorite holiday. Mostly at his home, first in Cambria, California, and then in Rio Grande. In earlier years, he helped prepare the meal, but later on, myself and my husband took over the job while Bunce supervised. Bunce passed away peacefully in his sleep on December 19th, and he will be missed by all who know him. And as Daniel wrote in an email to me, may God receive him as the good man throughout his life and us.
This concludes our burial service. There will be a Mass of Thanksgiving offered at St. Michael's Catholic Church on February 6th at 5:15 for those who are in the area. It's kind of his, a Mass in his honor, so it'll be in the bulletin for those of you that are members. So if we could pass the word to extended family, that would be good. God bless you.
Thank you.
Are your eyes open, everybody? All right.
Pictures and then get a 5x7 picture. There we are, family picture time.
Wow, need a bigger screen.
Yeah. Okay, and here we are, getting family pictures.
Just jump up on that.
There's the group.
Jump up on that headstone.
Oh, there goes my hands.
Or at least the other side of the
Tim and Tom and Wayne
Cheese.
and Gail and Kathy and Marlene.
Hey, I think I cut your head off. Hang on a second.
Like I tried to call back and it's already
And there's Sarah with Marlene and Kathy
Okay,
and Gail
everybody look this
and
way.
Lynn and Tim and Tom.
Cheese. That's neat. I like this.
There's Grandpa's headstone. Grandma's.